What's the deal? Chev back with another one. Obviously, today we got a good little back workout. Typically, before I start any back workout or any workout in general, I try to get fired up, lubed up. Try to do a couple good pulls, couple good stretches, lock out as much as I possibly can. Trying to get the muscles firing, man. Trying to get them fibers firing, the muscle twitch fibers. The first real movement I did today outside of the pull-ups was the lat pull down. I started not heavy, but at 100 pounds, which for me is starting to feel a little light. So I just did that to get some control reps, get some good clean pulls, not too fast, not too slow. Just a mild pull for the back. I'm only doing sets of 10 for the day. Now the second set I did 140. It was still not light, but it wasn't as heavy as it normally is for me. So today is one of the days I felt good and took it a little heavier than I normally take it. So within all these reps, you see I try to keep them around the same speed. Controlled, good pulls, trying to spread that lat out. The last pin change, this is the last set of 10 for my lat pull downs. I went a little heavy, as you can see here. Pulled it down, try to get a feel for it. I'm like, woo! Had to regroup and grit, because like I said, it was a little heavy. This one was heavy, and as you can tell in my rep range, the speed is a little different in this one. The hose is not as prominent because it is a heavier weight. But as you see, we pulled through it anyway. I felt like I was only going to be able to get 2 sets of 5. But once I started getting into the rhythm, I was able to get the whole 10, which is always a good set. Now, in these rep ranges, 8 to 10 is always acceptable. 10 to 12 if you going a little lighter. But typically, days I switch it up in my rep range. But today was a 10 set rep range. Right here, we got some more lat pull downs. But with all these different movements that I try to do, they have their similarities, but they're hitting the muscle from different angles. This particular one, I try to keep my back as straight as I possibly could, keep my arms as straight as I possibly could, to create no bends, to start working another body part. These ones I kept clean, trying to get to the thigh as high as I can over the head, get to the thigh, high as I can over the head, get to the thigh. Again, this is a 10 rep range day for me. This is the second set. Obviously, went a little heavier. As you can see in the back of the movement, you can see the lats flaring, trying to get some depth and some thickness to the back. And as you see, my gym partner in the back, looking like Kane, in the back looking like a sucker. That's my baby though. She come through. Today was one of them days she wasn't as motivated as usual, but like I tell her, the hard part is actually getting here. So we got that out the way. She still did her thing. Put her a couple movements together, and we got it in. I'm trying to show you different angles to show you how the back looks when you're trying to get a good stretch. You want that turtle shell on your back to where you got a more of a round look, and your lats is almost like a 3D type feel. But with these, again, sets of 10 on the rep range, 3 sets of 10. Today I typically did 4 movements, I believe. And again, this particular movement is another back, but different angle. Another pull down, different angle. You want to be able to get all the muscles flaring from all aspects. You don't want to be a one trick pony. And particularly in this one, I try to get a little longer stretch, but as I seen when I look back, I was kind of out of that camera angle, so I sacrificed so you guys can still get the visual. But typically I try to stand back a little bit further to get a deeper squeeze, because in this particular shot, by me not being back further enough, the weight was coming too close to the stack, so I wasn't able to get a good range of motion, but it ended up working and making sense in the end. In this particular video, I had to do a voiceover. I don't know if you can see in some of the shots, I have my microphone on, but for whatever reason today, it didn't connect to my device, so I had to do a lot of extra editing and cut out some of the times that I'm looking into the camera speaking, because it just looks like I'm just a crazy individual in the gym mouthing some off-word songs in my headphones. So I'm gonna get that technical situation situated, so next time you guys can have a clearer audio to express what I'm feeling during the actual workout. That's when the information is most key, when I'm in the heat of the moment. But as you guys see, we definitely just tore it back down today. We did isolation. Typically, I'll do a split. I'll do 1 week on, 1 week off. Isolation 1 week, split the next week. This week is my isolation week. So it was all back, and every workout I end with abs, which brings us into the ab segment. This one particularly, you can get on your knees and get a stronger and better pull and stretch of the core. But in my gym, I gotta walk not far, but further than I feel like walking to go get a pad. So I've just been doing them lately, standing up, so I can get a good crunch mid-range. You know, this is for the top and the mid of the ab. The lower is leg raises and things of that nature, which I will have a video for you soon. But for the most part, we've just been attacking the top 4, trying to get a good crunch. The first 2 sets, I try to come up with a good stretch, but I felt more of a contraction in my core when I was coming mid-range, coming up midway and going back down, as you'll see in the last set, because the muscle-mind connection, how I feel as far as my body's concerned, it just makes more sense for me to have more of a clench in the core in the midst of me doing the movement.